Hey guys. Oh, wow. So, signs that I've been getting lately, which might also apply to you possibly, depending on if this resonates or not. Why is this so wobbly? Um, the song Girl and the song Dreams Can Come True have been, both of those two songs have been tormenting me for the last couple of days. I just cannot get them out of my head. So, and then you guys will totally appreciate this. This is so funny. And you guys know how humorous this journey is. And those of you who have been there with me for a while will know the story. But I kept seeing a certain number, a 3-digit number, over and over and over for like, it's probably been a week or so. And I've even had some DFs like know what that number is. And they're like, I keep seeing this number. I'm like, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the heads up. And the number actually represents the one that I first called a twin flame. The one that ended up, we had enlightened a couple of times together. It was really like shocking. And then he turned super Christian and like he like totally snubbed what I'm about, so so he went another direction. And then as I reported to you guys like earlier this year, he had gotten engaged, and I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Because I just know that that he has feelings for me. And even when I look at the cards, he's wanting to leave her and be with me, right? It's always been that way. It's been, I don't know, these masculines, they are just really mixed up sometimes. I don't know what they're thinking half the time. And I know a lot of you guys have been through that as well. But so I kept seeing these numbers and numbers and numbers. And every time I'd like numbers and numbers, of course, this is, I get a lot of signs and synchronicities. And, some really cool stuff has been going on with the masculine that I'm devoted to now. Let's put it that way. But so I'm not saying the other really cool stuff isn't happening, but I was just saying, like, I kept seeing that number, right? So I was like, something's up with this, something's up. And sure enough, I'm doing readings at the Lighthouse yesterday. And I get done with the reading and I walk out and boom, he's right there. And he's on the other side of a bookshelf. So he was watching me. And we meet eyes and he doesn't say a word. And he just like looks down. I was like, oh no. So I look over, sure enough, there's his fiance. I'm like, okay. So I just like was like, whatever, and I went to the bathroom and came back and did another reading. By then he was gone. He'd gone around the other side where he could like listen in on the reading for a minute before they left. But obviously she doesn't know about me. Because it's like my name's all over the place when you walk in that place. It's like featuring Amy Satori. She would have taken one look at that and been like, hell no, am I going to go in there? So just a crazy journey, right? So I look at his cards and of course he wants to leave her and be with me like he's always wanted to do. But he chose another path. It looks like he's going to have to go down that path. And I'm kind of glad because I like the person that I like now. So I'm happy. It's just ironic and kind of funny and kind of sad. It's really sad that these guys, settle for somebody else just to people please. And that's usually the case. That's usually the case when they do that. It's people pleasing. It's trying to look good to their family or trying to look good to, whoever they got to look good to. It's like, it's heartbreaking. It's just like, why do they do that to themselves? And before I was even on this journey, I couldn't believe when I learned about this, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like this whole behind the scenes. I told my brother this yesterday. I was like, dude, there's like this whole behind the scenes thing going on where all these people are in love with their true love, but they're not saying a thing and they're living like a double life. They're living with someone else or with, just really toxic people and all this stuff. And I was like looking back and I was like, looking back at all these karmic people that I've been with before, and I was like, did they have a true love when they were with me? Probably. And they probably knew who they were. And the times that I caught them daydreaming, looking out the window, was probably thinking about that person, you know? When you start to put it all together, you're just like, that's an epidemic right there. That's something to be concerned about. Masculines, both female and male, not feeling worthy enough to speak their truth and to tell that person that they love them and they don't feel worthy of them or whatever. And it's just, if I could wave a magic wand or give all the masculines a little vial to take, maybe some Jaeger or something, I don't know. But if I could help them all, imagine what this world could be if everybody were to drop the toxic people and just be with their true love. Wouldn't this world just be incredible? And can you imagine the difference everyone would make being with their perfect person for them? It would just be incredible, right? So it's sad. It's really sad that, he lost his chance. He lost his chance. And like many of you watching, your original masculine, they snooze, they lose, and they practice their free will. They're too scared or whatever it is, and it goes to the next person most naturally drawn to love you. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it for now. It's just I've been the masculine, and I've been the masculine, meaning that I was the one that was running away from love, and we do kind of flip-flop sometimes. But if we could just embrace our calling, embrace our calling, then it would just, the whole world would radically change for the better, because you're loved by somebody who really understands you and gets you, and you can really be yourself. The masculines think that they have to be this perfect person, or that they have to be like this I don't know, they've got their idea of what they think they should be for you, and if they're not that, they're going to fall short and fail you and stuff like that. But what they don't realize is they were with the wrong person that wasn't in the same vibration or in the same space as them. They wanted them to be different than they were. They held them up against this certain standard and all this kind of stuff and put all this pressure on them. But with the right person, it's just, you guys work together as a team, and it's much easier. You guys can just totally be yourself. So you're really called up to just being yourself. That's what your true love expects from you. That's it. Just for you to be yourself. No pretending, just heart on your sleeve and just who you are. So it's really God's way of like liberating you by giving you this person who's this great compliment. It doesn't mean either of you are perfect, because the masculines shouldn't be kind of putting their feminines on a pedestal either, because the feminines, they're not perfect either in any way, shape, or form. So it's just being able to be with somebody and just totally be yourself, which is what God meant for you to be in the first place. Not pretending to be something that you're not, and not putting money first and putting your job first and putting having the perfect image first and all that kind of garbage. He gives you the opportunity in your true love to let you just relax, kick back, and be yourself. And when you can relax, kick back, and be yourself, you glow. You just exude love. You accept other people for who they are. The world becomes harmonious. That's what would happen if everybody came together instead of being scared. Everybody get along really great. Everybody would be healing, and they'd be working together as a team with their partner and with everyone else, and it would just be, the world would be changed, you guys. Isn't that amazing? But that's also why they're so scared of it, because it's just this crazy thing that I wish I had a cure for, but I don't. But hopefully this awakening is going to be doing it for a lot of these people. So, this is the time. This is the time. And I know even, I'm so impressed by my brother. I am in awe of him right now. And I'm like, if you are any indicator of what the masculines are going through on a collective, which I believe he is, I'm like tearing up talking to him about the stuff, the breakthroughs he's making right now, and the incredible shifts that are happening for him. He's meditating. My brother is meditating. I'm like, wow. Wow. You know, it's miracles are happening, you guys. Dreams can come true. So I'm just saying, and trust your gut like I did. Like trust your instincts and seeing all those numbers and stuff and let them let you know what's up. You know, I'm glad I had a heads up. I'm glad I had the heads up. Not that it would have gone any different. I was kind of like, okay, whatever. You know, like, what do you do? Oh, man. So I had a feminine recommend something cool or suggest something really cool the other day. And I thought, nah, nobody wants to know about the feminine. And then I was like, I do have a lot of masculines on my channel. And I do have a lot of feminines who are kind of in different places and in different stages. So I thought I would do a pick-a-deck. Just like I do for the masculines. I think I'm going to do it for you both. But I feel like, yeah, I'm going to do both. I'm going to feel into the feminines for the masculines, and I'm going to feel into the masculines for the feminines. Okay. I got 3 decks here. So there's going to be 3 feminines, not 3 feminines, 3 feminine themes is what it's like for those of you who haven't seen this before or whatever. I've got 3 decks here, and I'm going to pick a number of cards. And it's going to be like the theme of what I tune into for that feminine. Like this feminine is going through, and it could be 30 of you, could be 10 of you. If the universe really feels like it's important, then it would be one of you, you know, and a message just for you because you really need to hear it or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just go with what spirit prompts me to do. And the same with the masculine energy. Okay. So the first deck, the first feminine is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Second feminine is the Radiant Rider Waite. Oops. Hang on, I think I forgot to set my timer. I did. I have a lunch date, so I just had to make sure that I set my alarm. Third deck, Tarot Mucha. All right. Feminine number 1 from the Everyday Witch Tarot. What is this feminine going through, please? What is this feminine going through? What is this feminine going through? Okay. 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Death. Okay. Wow, so she's going through some major transformation right now, and she's looking at all her different options, and she's, aw. Look at this card. It's like usually the 7 of Cups can be like about confusion, not knowing what to do or where to go, which I'm sure this, you know, whenever you're trying to figure stuff out, it does feel like that. She's probably talking to her friends and being like, I don't know what the hell to do. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I just want to be with my true love and figure it out. And let's get somewhere. But since she hasn't heard from him or anything, she's got to just make decisions. She's just got to figure it out, right? But what's sweet about this card is that she's really trying to look for the cup that's got the love in it. Doesn't this kind of look like that movie Chocolat? It's like, I want love. I want whatever cup is going to bring me to love, right? And she may be a little bit afraid she's going to die. You know, I mean, in these times, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So she's trying to intuitively feel into a choice also that isn't going to lead to the Grim Reaper. Like, so she could be thinking survival. She could be thinking, okay, what's the best way to have love and survival? at the same time, like which door do I open that's not going to lead me to this guy, to this Grim Reaper guy. And so she's really ultimately trying to gain clarity on which path will lead to victory, which path will give her ultimate clarity about her love and about where she could best survive and thrive. And she could be like, God, lead me, tell me the answer, bring communication in, please, with all those birds, bring communication, bring that clarity to me, and bring me my wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is about having your dreams come true, having your wishes come true. And she's meditating. So she's trying to stay really centered in the moment to bring in the best scenario for her. There's a cat like playing with a crab right there too. So she may be being protected from any crabs while she's staying in that space, you know what I mean? Like that cat kind of looks like it's like, don't you dare go near her. She's trying to meditate, So she's being divinely protected while she stays in a peaceful space, welcoming in her heart's desire. So she's trying to trust the universe and listen to her intuition to guide her to that right cup to take, It could also mean that she's got options and, maybe she's got a couple of options. She doesn't know which door may lead to death and which door is going to lead to ultimate fulfillment. So she's trying to listen to her intuition and going through whatever transformation she needs to get to the, the clarity that she needs. She's just trying to find clarity as to which choice to make that will lead to her wish fulfillment. Okay. I just got moving. She might be moving. Yeah, relocation. I feel like she's having a bit of trouble sleeping too. Just kind of tossing and turning. I feel her looking on her computer, like looking for hints and clues and anything that will help her know the direction to go. She's looking for signs from her masculine. Trying to be really discerning of information. It's like she really wants to. She's looking almost at everything as some kind of a sign, hint, or clue to try to figure it out. Because she wants to rely on the universe to bring her, the ultimate happiest timeline she can possibly bring in. I feel like also she might be wondering if, she's being leery and being aware too that there could be a masculine or masculines coming forward that are putting on a mask. They're not in their ultimate authenticity. They're not, they might be after her cups. They might be the crab that's trying to come in and either snip at her or like steal a cup. So she's really like praying to God, like, show me the truth in all things, and give me some communication from that person that I love, or communication that can lead to the right direction. I see like a stereo, like she's listening to music that helps her feel like in her power or helps her feel uplifted. I feel like she's doing guided meditations when she needs to. She's really monitoring her vibration really well. And she's just like focused on the love in her heart. She's expanding out that love in her heart to try to attract that love back. She's trying to treat everything in her life with like reverence and respect. And it's almost like she's like almost living magically. Like I feel like the wind is blowing and she's listening to the wind. What does the wind have to say? What do the trees have to say? What do the birds have to say? Because she feels like there's definitely like a shift in the air. There's something about to happen. She can sense it and she can feel it. She's not sure which direction it's it's coming in from. So she's like, I would say hyper aware, but what I mean by that is like heightened senses, like a deer is. When a deer walks around, they're like, they can hear every little tiny thing. They can smell any scent. They're, not out of fear, but just paying attention. She's paying attention to every tiny little thing. She's one with life. You're one with life when you do that. When you're really aware in the moment like that, it's like that's how you hold hands with God, as I call it, is because you're just living by instinct and you're not letting your bias get in the way. Your logic will get in the way. Your logic will be like, you should go here, you should do this because this makes sense and that makes sense and blah, blah, blah. But instead, this feminine is listening to instinct. And even if it's completely illogical and doesn't make sense when you verbalize it, it doesn't matter. She's just going to go with what her instincts are telling her and what is calling to her love. What's making her heart sing, what's making her heart glow. And she wants to go toward that because she knows that's what's going to actually make her fulfilled. Everybody involved, actually, but anything else she wants to say? She said she's hanging in there. And she's doing her best to kind of like hold out to the last minute if she has to, but she's hoping she won't have to. She's hoping she can gain some clarity before having to make a big decision. I see a picnic. I think she's just thinking of all kinds of wonderful things she can do with her masculine. I see like wine glasses, dinners. I think she's partially also manifesting through just daydreaming about him all the time, just picturing their life together and trying to be like really cheerful. A dragonfly is going by. That's a really good sign. She's being playful with life. So, okay. She said, let's see where life leads. Let's just see where life leads. Okay. And she's ready to roll up her sleeves. Like she's ready to really get to work. She's ready for the new chapter to start. She's ready to dig in and she's ready to make whatever changes she's got to make it happen. It's like, it feels like she's really in touch and in line with what she wants and what that life would entail. And she's like, she's ready to roll. She's like, all right, what do I got to do? What hurdle do I have to jump? What mountain do I need to climb? What do I need to do? She's just kind of waiting on her masculine to be like, okay, here's what we do. I got a plan. Let's do it. Or they get together and they collaborate, the Three of Pentacles. So she's kind of just waiting on that. And she's trying to think of all these maybe different scenarios and stuff like that. Like, I'm going to be ready in case of this. I'm going to be ready in case of that. I'm going to be ready. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take action. She's making her life as peaceful as she can right now before she knows she's going to have to take a lot of action. And she's ready to get rid of everything. She's ready to just like purge everything if she needs to, for them to be together. Sacrifice. She said I would sacrifice just about anything because she knows she's placing her bets on this one. She's thinking this person, this person is worth everything, and she would give anything and everything for him. So, wow. Give up anything, she said. And I talked to someone, oh my gosh, talk about a sign. She's going to have her dreams come true. That song, What, and Chariot. She's going to be barreling forward with that masculine. Wow. What was I going to say? Gosh. Oh, there was someone who said yesterday she could tell that she wasn't with the love of her life because he wasn't willing to move. He made her move. I mean, it's not that they're, one, it's, you know what I mean? It's not that, it's like he made that actually an ultimatum. Like, you will never make me move. That's just not something I'm willing to do. When somebody takes a stance like that or whatever, it's like, that's not your love. Because your love, you would do anything for. You would just do anything for. You'd have a kid. If you didn't want to have kids, you'd have kids. You know, if you didn't want to, like, I don't care what the obstacle is, this person wouldn't let that get in the way. And they would be restless like a wild cat in a cage until they could give that to that person, you know, till they could go over that obstacle. They wouldn't let anything, they'd be unstoppable. And I just said that in my Instagram post about my eyeliner. Somebody said they love my eyeliner and what kind do you use? And I told her, I said, I think it's Maybelline. I'm not sure, but I'll go home and look at it. I took a picture of it and then I looked real close because I'd never had really looking very close before. And it said unstoppable in all caps. I was like, oh, that's what the universe was doing. You know, the universe, you know, you can't take anything in life as superficial or not mattering. You got to pay attention because the universe nudged her to ask me that, to have me look just for that word, because I've never seen that word before. Never. Like, and I've always bought that eyeliner and I've never seen the word unstoppable before. I just had a card drop and I feel like I need to get it. So there we go. Whoa. All right. Okay. And with that one, I just feel like, just to finish up on that first one, it just feels like that masculine, he's just had to deal with regret. But those masculines, they don't need to be feeling that way. If you're a masculine watching this, don't. Stop it. Stop feeling bad because you're like the masculines I'm talking about in the beginning of this video. Like, just say you're sorry and show up. That's all they care. That's all they want. They don't. They're not going to make you pay. They're not the karmic. Trust me. And you're not going to fail them because all you got to do is be yourself. So you're dealing with a whole different caliber of love category here. This isn't your karmic. Okay. How best to honor someone, right? How best to honor someone than to get over it and make right. You don't have to overdo it either. Just apologize, you know, or just call, or just, you know, do something. You don't, yeah. Okay, so second feminine, what's she going through? What's up with this? Whoa. Oh. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Okay. There are a lot of cards for this feminine. I don't think I've pulled so many cards for one of these pick decks. Wow. All right. I gotta like lay them out here for a second because okay. Well, kind of a similar story. She's confused. You don't see love in any of those hearts. She's a little worried that no matter what cup she pulls, she's not sure that that's going to be the ticket, you know? She's trying to listen to her intuition in terms of which lover to choose. She may have many choices. But she is trying to go for the person that she feels that she can be herself with and that could last the rest of her life. So she's trying to overcome. She's trying to overcome feeling like a victim, like she's been ignored by the one that has her heart for so long, and she feels so victimized by that person. Like, how could they not have chosen me yet? How can they not have talked to me? How could we not be going forward already? So she feels like a victim. And then she's got all these options. She's got all these options to look at, but maybe none of them being the one that has her heart. So she's feeling betrayed. You know, she's feeling really hurt. She's feeling like she's been left for dead, like just she was stabbed in the back a million times by that person. And now she's just like, well, then which one do I go for? Because I've got all these choices right now and I need to choose somebody and go forward because I want to have something stable, something that I can have for the rest of my life. So she's going to choose the person that's shown up right now. I mean, she would like, she's trying to figure out of the options that she has, which one is the one that she gets along best with, that she has the most rapport with, that she's got like this, that she can trust, that she feels like there's this wonderful camaraderie and just an easiness, a comfortableness to be with for the long haul. Let's see, 4 and 7, that's 11. So yeah, it's just her twin flame is ignoring her. Her twin flame's ignoring her, and she wants to overcome that situation. She wants the end of a difficult period of her waiting for him and having all these other options, and she's wanting to go forward in a marriage. She's wanting commitment. She's wanting love for the rest of her life. She's really wanting to settle down with somebody, and really with somebody she can be truly intimate with, like intimate in a deeper sense, like really connecting deeply. So she's relying heavily on her intuition right now to help her to make that decision. She's been really frustrated because it's like she just keeps waiting for her masculine to change and for him to believe in himself and for him to do something. And I feel like she's just frustrated because all these other people are willing to go forward and they're sweet and they've got money and they've got, all these things that seem like they offer stability and a good foundation, a good solid start, and all these other things. And they're just like, but I feel like I'd be settling, because my heart's not totally with them, like with my masculine kind of thing. So she's really trying to, it's like she's holding out for as long as possible to make that decision too, because she's hoping her masculine will believe in himself. I just feel like he needs to believe in himself. Like he needs to believe that they could be happy. He doesn't want to let her down, so he's not even going to try. Why would you do that to yourself, That's like the theme today, isn't it? It's like, oh, she might be wanting to have a family too. She might be wanting to have kids, or, oh, part of the thing is she's feeling pressured to have a baby. She's feeling like she needs to hurry up and have a kid. So she's prepared to pick, somebody who would just love her completely, even if she doesn't love him back the same way, just so she can have that family and go forward. So she's getting prepared to have to like refuse her masculine when he finally does come forward, because she's got to go forward. She's got to go forward. She feels really pressed. Like, I just have to make a decision and I got to do it now because this one really solid, wonderful guy is madly in love with me and wants to marry me, and I got to go do it. I just got to do it. So I guess my masculine's going to have to miss out. Because, feminines, they're not cheaters. You guys know that if you're watching this, you guys are very devoted. Whoever you choose, you love them with all your heart. So TikTok is what I get for that one. TikTok. and biological clock. What else can you tell me about this feminine? How is she spending her time? What is she doing? Oh, I feel like she's really up against the wire. She really feels like, I feel like this pacey energy. Like she can't even hardly sit still. She's pretty worried. She's pretty like, she must have gotten a really great offer. She must be pretty excited about, but here's what's crazy is when I talk to these feminines who are in this position, they're totally madly in love with their masculine, not the person that they're thinking about marrying. But the masculine is so insecure that he would say, oh, he's got to be better than me anyway, so let him have her. But she will never be as happy with that person as she would be with you, masculines. And I've actually had that experience in my life. and it was dreadful because I ended up making, I ended up being with a man that didn't treat me as well as my masculine would have. I was the masculine actually in that scenario, but I married a karmic, and it was dreadful. And I always thought about my true love, and he's dead now, but I always thought about him throughout that marriage, and like what a mistake I'd made, because I knew I could be myself with the other one, and the one that I married, no, in some ways, but not totally completely be myself. So don't make that mistake, feminines. I don't know, but you can't wait forever for your masculine either. So, that's a tough one. I feel you. Yeah, that's a really tough one, man. But this feminine's about to get married. She's about to make a major commitment to this person, and it's because her masculine won't show up. So masculines, if you're watching this and you love this person, you better let them know. You better let them know. Tell them your fears. Tell them your insecurities. Be honest and open with this person. You know she would be with you. So, I mean, that could even buy you time. If you want to continue to work on your self-esteem or whatever you feel like you got to do, fine, but tell your feminine directly, like talk to her. Tell her how you feel and everything. And she would probably be willing to wait. This person who's about to marry someone else would probably wait if she heard from you that you just needed a little bit more time, but that you truly don't want to be with her. But don't go and switch it up and get all insecure and marry some kind of karmic, Okay. The third feminine. I just got audible. So that's tree. So maybe this feminine is really thinking to, nestle down, settle down. Let's see, which way do we go here? Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. There's a few cards for her too, and all these cards got mixed up somehow. I don't know how that happened. Don't you love when that happens? Okay, so let's take a look here. She's brokenhearted. Look, she's got that look on her face too. It's not fair. Not fair. How could he do this to me? She's really worried. But she knows it's a self-imposed prison, so she knows she could break out of the worry if she wants to, but she's kind of like maybe wallowing in that brokenheartedness. So she's also trying to go toward her son. She's trying to heal herself. She's trying to heal the wounds between her and her masculine. She's just so darn hurt by him that it's been really hard for her. So she's just like, I need to go toward what makes me truly happy. She's trying to make herself happy is what it looks like, because she's trying to balance herself out and like listen to her intuition and meditate and do things like that to kind of like get over these wounds and lick her wounds from whatever's happened with her masculine. She's trying to get to the place where she feels empowered with the Queen of Pentacles. It's like she's trying to love herself more. She's trying to be there for herself, because she kind of realizes that if she doesn't love herself, she's just going to push her masculine away, right? So she's like, I better get out of that mindset, and I better get out of feeling sorry for myself, and I better get out of being so angry at him, because I need to be in that clean, receptive space of like, come on in, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Not like this defensive posture, like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And like have an attitude, So she's working on that, because she's trying to have faith that she can still bring in something or somebody that makes her really happy once she really loves herself. She has low self-esteem. She's feeling like a victim, and she's almost like feeling like demanding, like, how dare he ignore me like this? He must not love me. I'm not going to believe in this BS anymore. Like, she's pretty resentful and pretty upset. And she's so she's a little bit more in the immature stages, I would say, of the divine feminine journey. She's pretty hurt. I think she's been crying. She's just really worried too. She's just trying to have faith in this world, and she's having a tough time with that because she just wants to be with her person already. She's worrying about the world. She's worrying about everything. And she's like, well, where is he? He's breaking my heart by not pulling through for me. I want to get back to being like a little kid. I mean, I want to have kids. Like, I want to get on with my life and have a family. And I can't believe that he's staying hidden. Maybe he's even hidden that he has a karmic or something. And maybe he's already in a marriage. Maybe she's just so frustrated because, he's with someone else and he won't come out of hiding and she wants, look at that. She's like Ice Queen. She's setting boundaries, and it's like she's she's kind of sabotaging herself is what I'm feeling too. She's so caught up in her feelings, she's not even sure how to talk to him. Like, if he ever does call, it's like she's got an attitude. She's real kind of cold to him and stuff because she's so hurt by his hiding and his lying. Whatever he's hiding and lying about, she's about had it to hear with it. And she's so brokenhearted and so like worried about what to do. She wants a new beginning. She wants a clean slate with him or whoever, really with him. When I said or whoever, my heart hurt really bad. Like, no, I don't want to even consider somebody else. But I wish he'd get his stick out of his butt, like get his head out of wherever it is and get rid of that karmic person, become single so that we can go forward unstoppably together. She's like sitting there waiting for, when is he going to get rid of that person that's wrong for him? When is he going to do this? Because I'm miserable and I'm so unhappy and I can't seem to get to that space. And she just wants justice. She wants him to get a divorce. She knows what this is a match to the queen and the king of swords. So she feels like they can be totally honest with each other, that they're both logical thinkers. They're both good at practicing boundaries and saying it like it is. And they can communicate when they sometimes there's something really good with their communication, but sometimes with their bodies. She knows the truth of how he feels about her when they're together physically is what it feels like. She knows the truth of how he feels physically. Like when they have sex, it's like she knows the truth. She knows the truth. And I think that they have had sex. So, but not all of you in this category would have had sex. But yeah, she's like, just get rid of her or him. Just do the right thing by me. And what are you doing wasting your time with this person that you're obviously not going to spend the rest of your life with, because there's no way you'd put yourself through that hell for the rest of your life. And times are getting more and more difficult and people are actually starting to realize their truth and they're getting out of those toxic relationships. And she knows it. She feels it. She knows his truth. She knows him better than he knows himself is what she's feeling. And she's just like, can't believe that he's staying stuck in a situation and lying about it and breaking her heart. She's like, why does he care more about people pleasing that situation? And he doesn't care that he's breaking my heart staying in that. Like, how could he be such a people pleaser in one way and not want to please me? That's what makes her confused. Like, she's like, I know he knows that I'm his person. Why is he wasting his time? Why is he wasting his time? I don't get it. She's so frustrated and she's so heartbroken. So let me see. Oh, I just feel her like crying into her pillow. If you're this feminine, Apache tears can really help. It's a rock. I have one around here, but I would show you, but it's just a black rock. It's just a black rock, but it's interesting because it can have like these little dents in it and stuff. It's kind of cool looking. But get yourself an Apache tears and put it under your pillow. It'll help with sorrow. It'll help with the heartbrokenness. Wow. Yeah, she's pretty darn down and out, you guys. She's pretty hurting pretty bad. What are some signs that the masculines can look for if that's his feminine? Well, she's kind of combative. It feels like if he reaches out to her, she's pretty darn defensive, and she's insisting that he tell the truth. It's putting her foot. She's putting her foot down. She's putting her foot down, and man, what a struggle. I'm sorry, feminine, if this is you. I'm sorry. I feel you. I really feel you. You got to do what you can, though, to rise above those feelings. You've got to heal yourself. You can't even if you bring your masculine in right now, you guys aren't going to treat each other very well because you guys have to grow yet. You can't be that reactive. You got to heal your wounds, or it's just not going to be healthy. You guys are going to be way too codependent on each other. Learn how to be happy in that circumstance, in any circumstance. Learn how to embrace being single and being alone and doing it all yourself. You've got to be able to do that, because otherwise, even in the relationship, you're going to be really dependent on everything about him. Like, if he doesn't smile that day, you're going to take it personally and think it's all you. If he doesn't text you a certain number of times a day, you're going to take it personal and be really upset. We all have our triggers, but this particular feminine, she's feeling that victimized and that upset, then she's not taking proper care of herself, and she's not loving herself like she should. So I'm just saying, if you're that feminine, please just put your hand on your heart and just say, I love you, to your heart, repeatedly, over and over and over, as often as you can. Do loving things for yourself. Take a spa day, they said. Take a day off from thinking of him. Don't even think about him anymore. Just put him out of your head and just go to the park, or go do something. Go on a road trip. Go with a friend for a weekend trip, or do something to mix up the energy, you know what I mean? And don't retaliate. Don't do anything vengeful, or don't go flaunting some guy all over your social media to make him feel bad or something like that. Don't lower yourself. Just be patient, be open to other options though too, but be patient and love yourself. All right. I guess that's it for today. Now I'm going to go do the masculines as well, so the feminines can see where some of these masculines are at. All right. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Oh, hang on. Spirit just said, do a light language blessing for them, because I usually speak light language blessings throughout the whole thing. But I didn't do that this time for whatever reason. Okay. This is for all of you to find that peace in your heart while you're waiting for your masculine. I know how hard it is. I'm one of them. So I understand completely. So let's just relax our shoulders. Hamanat ma ke sa se shikinatse elikidi mo ke chans se elakidita ele mama ke na hey la se na hala po mama ke chin se hela ana ina ke ho mama ke pon sa lake shasenate. So Jesus just popped in to say that if you stay present in the moment and just stay present in the moment. He's just saying that's all you got to do. Stay present in the moment, and that person's going to come through. Because it's the most loving thing that you can possibly do for yourself while you're waiting. And it puts out really great energy that is going to help attract that person. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Mwah.
If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. If you're wanting more information about my show on TuneIn Radio, how to order a personal reading, or other goings-on, you can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.